music does kick ass. All right, welcome back to Just Josh, and I'm Josh.
I'm still tired.
And we're still doing our voiceover for these recordings. And yeah, we're moving on to Edge of Eternity now, which is... why am I still sitting still?
Because you're just chillaxing.
All right, I think that I'm telling you guys about the kill quests that we took care of. There we go. Okay, so in between scenes, we did some kill quests and found some treasure chests and stuff like that. And yeah. So, oh yeah, that's right. We got the scythe weapon so that we were aware that the next fighter was going to be a scythe wielder.
Yes. And you'll notice that this episode is slightly shorter.
Yes, it's this episode is slightly shorter, but it's actually extremely long. But upon us doing this recording, watching the episode back again, we are definitely not. This fight ends with a boss fight. This episode ends with a boss fight. And I decided that we were not going to watch the 36-minute long boss fight again. We're just going to start it, and then we're going to summarize it, and that's going to be the end of the episode. It literally takes us 30 to 35 minutes to beat this boss.
And if you're watching, don't worry. We'll summarize the strategy for you.
Well, what even was the strategy?
Stand behind the barriers.
Which, yeah, great. It's just a really tedious fight. It's so annoying. But for now, we're looking for the scent of a child. Oh, this is Griff.
Could you have said it any creepier?
Huh? The scent of a child? That's the way it says it in the fucking quest.
No, just the way you said. And now we pick up the scent of a child. Oh.
What? I mean, I just like smelling children.
God damn, that's creepy.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Our Neckaroo is called Batavia.
Which blows your mind every time they bring it up. And they have brought it up at least 3 times.
How long it took me to grab that.
You were like, I can't believe the hitbox was so specific.
It was.
You could have just gotten off the cat.
But I passed through the thing like 18 times. It was so frustrating.
There's where you lost the scent by going slightly to the left.
Mm-hmm. Despite the fact that the scent is actually like a mile and a half away.
It's a very specific nose. The worst part about this music is it's just so easy to just lose track of what you're doing and just vibe to it.
Yeah, I mean I am vibing to it, but I'm also getting a chance to actually look at the environment now that I'm not actually playing the game. It's really
it is very jungly.
It's really detailed.
Yeah, the problem is that it's so detailed you get the pop in constantly as it tries to load more and more foliage.
Yeah. I have the settings turned up as well as I can, but small studio.
And they did a great job on a number of things.
Agreed. They did an amazing job with the sound design, the art design, the enemy design, the graphics, and I'll say the battle system.
It works.
Yeah,
like,
I like the battle
flawlessly.
system. I think it works really good. But the problems come in with like the voice acting is just. I don't know if their voice actors are actually good voice actors and they just got bad direction, which is possible. That happened a lot. I don't remember. I think it was Nostalgia Critic was talking about how like back in the day with like the original X-Men cartoon, right? Because the internet hasn't always existed, so they used to have to just like send files and tapes and recordings and stuff like that like across the country, and then send like a page of notes about like direction back, because you couldn't just like send a video of you like telling them, and you couldn't Skype with somebody to tell them how you wanted the actual recording to go. So it would be like a page of notes, and then they would record their shit and then send it across the country, and then a week later you get the shit, and then you don't have the time to just keep sending it back and forth with more and more notes.
If only they'd invented the telephone before the 90s.
Well, yeah, but then it's a whole thing with coordination and all that stuff. It just became very difficult, And you know, there's time limits to all these things because you have to release episodes as they're going. And so it ended up being that a lot of the things that ended up happening were because of lack of direction, or the voice actors themselves just kind of like taking it upon themselves to try and improve the character. And so a lot of voice lines back in the day ended up being disjointed because different voice actors would be getting different notes, and they would also not be working off of each other in the moment. They would be delivering their lines separate from what they understood to be the scene. And so it feels like that's kind of what's going on in this game, because the voice lines are just happening. They're not like in response to the previous voice line. And and it's just not great. The voice acting really suffers. The overall art direction sometimes really fails, like with the special move, where he's just like that really like wibbly, like the disjointed arm movements and the way the camera's like really zoomed in on his face. You can't see the numbers. It's really, really bizarre.
And he shoots eye beams.
Yeah, and he shoots eye beams. And the story is weird. And like we don't know what that K-pop star guy is. He just like keeps floating around, and he's like captured some people, like our waifu.
Oh, I think he's one of the gods.
Is that what he's supposed to be?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he did say that he's disappointed in humanity.
Yeah.
Which, you know, could mean anything at this point. This is just like, what? So this is this kid. He escaped to the jungle because he didn't want to work for a living.
Well, no, that's what happened was his parents were murdered. And then his mom and sister were murdered. And then his dad died trying to protect him from something. And now he's living on his own.
I don't know why you remember so much about this kid. But he's trying to live on his own out in the jungle like a moron.
Because one of us has to pay attention to
and
the story.
And he almost died. And so we basically just rescued him. And he's like, oh, you shouldn't have rescued me. I don't want to go back to the town because I don't want to work.
Now he's threatening to puke on his shoes.
Which is the ultimate threat.
You puke on my shoes, I'm going to punch you in the dick.
So basically we bring him back and he's all upset about it. And then I think the next quest is us trying to find someone to take him in.
No, we don't. I don't think we do that until we get...
Oh yeah, that's not till after we get our third party member.
Angry cyborg guy.
Yeah, which is next episode because this boss fight takes an hour and a half.
Well, he's part of the boss fight.
I know he is.
And he's slow.
Yeah. Oh my god, he's so slow. And he is other Josh's favorite character because he is a snide, sarcastic asshole.
Yeah, he's good. He's also the best voiced character we've seen thus far.
He is.
Everyone else is everyone else is like a 4, and he's coming in at 11. Like, I'll carry this shit if I have to.
Yeah, he's like fucking
It's like you hired a bunch of, acting school dropouts, and then got Sir Patrick Stewart to voice a character.
Yeah. What's the name of an actor that always like gives 100, like that always like really brings it? Regardless of the director, regardless of what
Sir
movie.
Patrick Stewart?
Sure, but you already said that one.
Sir Ian McKellen?
Yeah. Those guys are like old legendary actors.
The guy that played Count Dooku?
Has he? Oh, Christopher Lee.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah. He even gave his all in that Your Sister's a Werewolf movie. Which I'm only aware of because of JonTron. I believe we're arguing about something. Oh! This is you bitching about the spider baboons and how they're such a gross design and how they have so many arms.
Too many arms. Nothing needs that many arms.
I'd rather erg.
I bet you rather erg.
I'm doing all the voice.
Danny DeVito also always gives 200%.
Yeah, but he's always Danny DeVito. So that's not really. I mean, did he do a great job as Phil? Sure. Did he do a great job as Penguin? Sure. But it's those characters are basically just Danny DeVito.
Yeah. He also did a great job in
This sword was such a disappointment.
the movie with
It looks like it was about to be really cool.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Twins?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good movie. That's such a weird concept for a movie, too. Wow, that thing has a tremendous amount of magic defense, though. It has shit for crystals, and because the weapon that I'm using right now has 7 crystals as opposed to 6.
7?
Yep. That's an extra 6 attack and speed. As well as another move that I can't use.
You can't use all the ones you have now.
True. That's what I'm saying. Another move that I can't use. Wow, that fucking power crystal has plus 10 attack and speed. I like how just as I finally got all these crystals maxed out, we got the next level of crystal. We just hit chapter 4 in the most recent episode too, which means we're going to get the next crystal.
Did we hit chapter 4?
Yeah, just as the episode was ending. Remember we were about to go into that swamp or whatever?
No.
But yeah, look at how disappointing this weapon is.
That looks alright.
It's cool, but it's too small. All the other weapons are fucking...
I'm sorry it's not as big as the epic fucking...
There, thank you. I appreciate your apology. So now we got to go to the Black Monolith for Eusaurus. Basically, the only reason why I came out of the junkyard and did these quests was because I just wanted to get them done, and I did them off screen. And good thing we did, because that kill quest was a fucking pain in the ass.
Which one?
For the one with the one that you did. While I was
that
out.
didn't take that long.
It took too long. It took like 15 minutes. Could you imagine? That's half an episode. So now we're just gonna go teleport back into the junkyard.
3/5 of an episode.
And I think I managed to avoid all the fights on the way to the boss fight, because we don't need to fight them anymore. We don't have a kill quest, and they're so much lower level than we are that we're not getting any XP from them.
You don't want to fight Boston?
Oh yeah, Baston. I forgot about that.
They get you the hopper.
Yeah. You do love that joke.
It's fucking... That commercial was so prevalent when I was younger.
It was everywhere. I do remember seeing it a lot. We gotta go buy the hopper for Dennis Hopper.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, but here's the thing. Even though these guys are four levels under us and give us no EXP, the fights still take 3 minutes.
You chose to play on hard mode.
Yeah, but that was back when it wasn't that hard.
I cannot imagine how awful it would be if I'd actually let you play on Nightmare.
Well, it wouldn't have been that bad for the first fucking 20 episodes.
Now you'd be...
Oh my god, it'd be a miserable experience. Running from save point to save point.
It would be like that. Oh, wall seed. Ooh.
So we're at the bottom of the scrapyard.
I wonder if the wall seed
We
would
should look
actually
around for
protect
the
us from this
monolith.
boss's beam.
Good question.
Could it be this?
What?
To the best of our knowledge, the whereabouts
This
of
fucking
the
Zone of the Enders looking motherfucker.
What is this?
You ever play that?
No. I've watched somebody play it.
Oh, Zone of the Enders is so good.
Warning. Unauthorized recipient identified.
I might play that on
Message
Retro
sharing compromised.
one time. That's a shorter game.
Beginning termination protocol.
Procto, what?
He didn't say Procto anything. He said protocol.
Lend me your strength.
So this is the boss fight.
For those of you tuning in to, hopefully see how to fight this thing, the little switch there puts up all the walls, which occasionally fall, and then most of it is just doing whatever Eusaurus tells you.
Basically, yeah. So what happens is you're going to smack this guy a couple of times, and we were actually handily beating the crap out of it. And at a certain point, it's going to fall over, and the barrier in front of the monolith is going to go down. Then you have to kill the monolith. That's it. It's basically just a tank and spank, except for you can line of sight his moves.
And it has a couple moves that will just straight up kill you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. When it's coming back out, when it's after you get it to fall down, it does like a restart thing where if you're not behind a wall, it insta kills you. I'm gonna be skipping around just because I don't feel like the rest of the episode. Literally, look at this, 30 minutes. The rest of the episode is just this boss fight. So it does its little laser blast thing, and if you're behind, did it just do it? It does its little laser blast thing, and if you're behind these walls, it blocks it. That's the main mechanic. And at a certain point, boop-a-doop-a-doo, it activates these batteries. Oh, the generators are activated, and it fell down into this little thing.
And you'll note how fucked up it is.
Yeah, it's basically almost dead, except for these generators heal it for like 3,000.
Yep.
And so I'm like, oh, I think we'll just kill these generators. And for some reason right now we can attack through the walls. And so as soon as you attack the generator, everything resets, and they act like you were getting your ass beat.
No, you're all over the place.
And here's the Saurus.
You? What are you doing here?
Saving you
With
from
this fucking
certain
cat
death.
synth music.
I just need to get close to the monolith. You lot deal with the rest.
Okay.
Oh, so we're trusting him now?
And so this is Eusaurus starts. The generators are back up. We now have a goal to work towards for combat, and this is when the boss fight starts in earnest. So Eusaurus has his own little mechanics. He basically has EP instead of MP, which is energy. You charge it by getting hit while he's blocking, and you can hack things using jamming, which is, by the way, I don't like the fact that jamming is actually a move that you get from crystals.
Everything's a move you get from crystals.
I know, but it's a main mechanic that he's supposed to have, and I don't have
Yeah, but it only works on like some of the enemies.
I guess. But anyway, so we read through the tutorials and all that stuff, and you can jam and hack the batteries, basically. As you can see, there's a long explanation. So we go and we do jamming, and now instead of healing him, his battery will hurt him. This is a main way of getting rid of the batteries, basically. And I thought, oh, it's going to require us to run around, hack all the batteries, and then once they're all hacked, we'll be able to do damage to him. Except for, no, they only deal damage to him once or twice.
Yeah.
And all you have to do is just get rid of the batteries, which is fucking kind of annoying. And had I known that, I wouldn't have... See, they heal for 3,000 and hurt for 1,500. But they only do it twice before they stop working. As you can see, that battery no longer is hurting him. Which means that I didn't have to... The reason why this fight drags on is because I didn't know that that was the case. And so I had Eusaurus, who, by the way, is slow as shit, go around and hack all of the batteries thinking that that would do something. It does not. So we carry on, and when's the first time that it goes down? Oh, that's right. I'm not attacking it right now because I'm just waiting for it to... Oh, it does this really weird carpet bomb.
Carpet.
Yeah, the bombing carpet. Yeah, not carpet bombing. Bombing carpet. Where it basically just launches little explosions in wherever the characters were standing, and you have to move out of the space.
And they will stack.
Yes. If you have two people in the same case, they'll stack. So once you... Here we go. Once you get it to a certain point, it goes down.
If you don't trust my jamming skills, you could try to damage it yourself. But I doubt you could do better.
His jamming does 700 damage to the
We need
monolith.
those walls
You
for
can do
cover.
way better.
Let's activate the switch.
And so I thought, okay, I'll move him over here. And so basically the thing is doing his big I'm gonna come back up move.
Let's take cover behind these walls.
And the game tells you this. So basically I interact with the walls and I'm like, okay, the walls are back up.
Then he realizes where Eusaurus is standing.
Well, no, because this is before I realized that you can't just walk through the wall. You have to walk around the cases. And so what ends up happening is I get these two behind those walls, but Eusaurus gets caught out because he's slow as shit and can't move twice before this thing gets his move
He's
off.
really not much slower than Selene.
Yeah, he is.
It's just Darien is way fast.
All right, so he reinitializes and look at that damage. That is 24 million damage. Why would they program that? But
Because they really want to make sure you're dead.
But yeah, so now Eusaurus is dead, and I have to run around and revive him because he's the only one that can jam things. And at this point, I still can't hurt the thing in the middle. But here's the weird thing. So I'm standing like this. There's no wall in between me and the thing. I can't attack it until I move to this case for some reason. I don't know why that's the case, but it's just the way that this went. And so carpet bombing, all that stuff. Now I can attack it. Weird, right? And so I'm doing that. I revive him, and now we're just beating the fuck out of the monolith. And when do we get into phase 3? He reinitializes and everybody lives. But now he's up like this, which is a different configuration. Not sure what it's for. And I think he's about to summon the drones. Yeah, he summons drones. And so now we can hack one and get the final battle thing. There we go. Yay, now we got the silk boots. Woo!
Hooray! Scholar's boots or some shit.
Yeah, now all we have to do is win the battle. Which we're about to. One last hit. Oh, that's right. I don't want to die to reinitialize. Except for the drone won't get behind the wall. Goodbye, drone. Oh, 30 million on that one.
Hey.
Oh, no, that's right. That was the end of the fight. Was it self-destructing? All right.
did go
So,
skabloosh.
yay, boss fight. So we kind of summarized it, but I really didn't want to sit through 30 minutes of watching that shit. It was
Hide behind the walls. Do what Eusaurus says.
yeah, pretty much
Don't
Eusaurus.
get reinitialized.
Eusaurus tells you exactly how to beat the fight. That's just the way that it is. And looks like that's actually going to be the end of the episode. So thank you guys for watching. Hey, we got 2 more episodes left.
Why do you say such horrible things? Again, thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. And remember, be kind to one another because you don't know what that kindness means. And please, for the love of God, let me sleep.
Not yet. Bye.